when we transition back to our seats, obviously you'll have to take all of your things and then send one person from your team to go get a big whiteboard. And then we are going to all make sure that we put our story elements on our board. And you're going to discuss what the title was, who the characters were, the setting, and then our plot. Who can review really quick what the plot is? There's a hint right here. Maggie, what's the plot mean?
What is the problem and how did the characters deal with it?
Okay, what was the problem and how did the characters deal with it, right? So how did they solve that? So we have this big whiteboard, right? We don't want to go down in the little corner and just write in the corner, right? We want to showcase our work and we want to do the best we can. So tell me some ways that you did this yesterday that were really useful for your group. So how did you work in a group to make this successful? You did a really great job. You had really great strategies. Nadia, what was one thing you did? You took turns. Okay, so you took turns with writing. Yeah, thumbs up if that sounds fair. Good. Bum, ba, ba, dum, bum. All right, finalize your last thoughts on your board. I've walked around, I've checked in with people. I'm looking at your characters, your setting, your plot, right? All right, as soon as you're ready, I'll know you're ready when your markers are capped and you're seated at your tables. Okay, number 8, Lily, what's the title?
The wedding.
The Wedding Feast, right? All right, next person has to tell me the characters. So number 16, Zoe.
Thor, Freya,
Number 6, Ian. What was the solution? What ended up happening?
Thor dressed up as Freya to get the hammer back.
Okay, but how did he get the hammer back? Be really specific. What's that?
By dressing up as Freya and going to the fake wedding.
He did, and then what ended it? Ethan, what ended it?
Thor getting his hammer back and killing himself.
He killed everybody. So when he got it back, he like busted out of character and he killed everybody. All right. The next step is we got to see where you're at with this, right? Many of you rated yourselves or 2, 3, or 4, which is awesome. But now we got to prove it to Mrs. Sobek, yeah? So in your books, let's see if my split screen will work for us. In your fun book, you're going to go to activity page 6, it's 6.1, and it's called The Wedding Feast. So this looks really familiar to some of the ones that you've already been doing. Prove where you can find it. Then number 5 has a page number, 6 doesn't, right? And so it's looking for you to answer this question, what is the real reason that Freya's eyes were burning like raging fires? Wait a minute, I think we answered that at the carpet. Okay, so name, date, we ready? Fired up, ready to go. Oh my word, look at Greg, he's already ready to go. So here's how it goes. Our first question says list, right? List all the food and drink that Thor, dressed as Freya, had at the wedding feast. So everybody's got to go to their little reader, right? You've got to try to find that proof or that evidence. So right here, what do we see?
Salmon.
We have salmon, right? And then he gobbled down half the ox. Do you see where we're at, kiddo?
Is it really just
All right, so you got salmon, ox, and mead, right? So let's take a peek in here. Do we have all those things?
No.
All right, about 1 more minute, and then we're going to come back together. We're going to start our writing.